Whether you're in like say a knee shield, a half butterfly, wherever you want to work. We're going to get our knee inside on the shoulder. Like I say, where the shoulder and pec meet, so I take a false grip and then I use my left foot to free my right leg. So I push off with my left leg. I then put my right foot onto his hip here. Alright, so if I feel that Andrew's right elbow is flared, and like I say, he's gripping my leg, so he's kind of gripping my hip or my leg, I take say like a thumb up grip, I lift Andrew's elbow over my knee, I free my knee, I put his hand and elbow inside, and then what we do is we wrestle up from this position. So the way we wrestle up is basically we scissor our feet, say behind us, chase the far hip, I put pressure say on Andrew's shoulder, so if Andrew tries to turn into me, this is fairly hard. So then what I start to do is scissor, and then we start to build height, staple his hand, and then we can take the back. So we'll go again on that one. So whether you're in like say a knee shield, a half butterfly, wherever you want to work, we're going to get our knee inside on the shoulder. We take a false grip, so this allows me to stay attached to Andrew. I push with my left leg to free my right leg here. Alright, so I feel that Andrew's gripping my hip, his elbow is flared. I get my thumb underneath say his hand and wrist, push his elbow up, free my own knee, and then I arm drag. Once I arm drag, I put weight onto the shoulder. If Andrew tries to turn in, this is fairly hard. We grip the hip, scissor, and then we come up on top. Alright. We take out this half guard hook, like say, let's say someone's like say more kind of pressure based on top. So he's staying more heavy. He's not like say trying to do like speed passing where he's up on his feet. And then I find that like he's kind of locking me into the position. I just need more movement. So this is where we start to free our bottom leg, and I'm going to keep this false grip and then shin on the inside in the bicep. This is a really good grip. So with my right foot, left hand and left knee, it should be hard for Andrew to pass to my right side, especially if he stays on his knees. You can say I'm attached to him. But it's a little bit easier for him to pass to my right side, which is what I'm kind of looking for. So if Andrew tries to pass to this side, I'm actually baiting him into, say, like our Kimura trap attacks, or the stuff that we've been working the last couple of weeks, working the chai bar, triangle, and so on. So you're actually using it as a trap. Or if Andrew just stays there and he's staying heavy, this is where we go into our wrestle up attacks. Does that make sense? So just kind of keep that in mind. So half guard, so maybe it's a low knee shield, half butterfly. We managed to get this kind of no-gi spider guard grip. So here, pulling my elbow in towards my hip, I push and I free my right leg. This time I find that maybe Andrew's holding on with a good clamp, I'm not able to free my knee, and I just need to like create some space. And the way we're going to do this is we put the shin into the armpit here, and I kick my left leg towards Andrew's left shoulder. So left leg goes towards his left shoulder here. So this will allow me to create space where basically I can pendulum, get my head into good like strong position, build up onto my elbow, go up onto a hand post. If Andrew tries to push back into me, we do like our technical stand up, we can start going around to the back or wherever you want to work from here. Alright, so again, so get used to like say starting in this like your half guard variation, so some type of knee shield, half butterfly, we get our kind of no-gi spider guard grip, push, free my leg. So Andrew's putting a bit of pressure on me. If I kick at the rib cage, I'm not really using say proper leverage. So if I try kick, it's going to be a little bit harder. So I want to get the shin into the armpit and then I kick up towards that shoulder. Then what we do is basically we pendulum with our left leg, pierce my left hand through. I get dominant head position, so that's forehead to neck. I build from an elbow post to a hand post. Andrew tries to push back into me. I build up onto my right leg as soon as I can, so I'm trying to get my hips higher. You can wrestle from this position, circle around, free your arm, take the back and so on. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Andrew's on his knees, so maybe I start into some type of like half guard variation. Get your upper body grips first, push, free your leg. Alright, so if Andrew's holding on, say, tight to my leg and his elbows are flared, go with this thumb up grip, and we can bring his elbow and his hand inside, say, my hip and shoulder. This can be done like, say, fast, where I kind of have space and wrestle up, or sometimes if you resist a little bit, I go to here, it might be like a little bit slower when I'm trying to climb. Alright, so just kind of keep that in mind. So like if Andrew tries to pull away, I'm keeping weight in his hands and I use this then to build up. Our last one, what we were working was, we put the shin into the armpit and we just go an off balance. So if you see his head, imagine, say his head's on the, like say center line, I push just to get in the post. It might not even be that much. So if we come back, it might be just like say here. And then this will give me enough space then to pendulum and start to use my underhook to wrestle up from this position, or start to take the back. All right, so let's play around with those techniques. So 3, 2, 1. You can start from like say some type of like half guard, or if you want, we can get our foot across the hip. I start with the no-gi kind of spider guard grip, looking for like say the choi bar, looking for leg lock entries. If you've done any of these classes this week, I can then go back to say from my right hip to my left hip, and I can shoot up triangles from this position. Obviously now we have the arm drag, and then we have the off balance to our underhook stuff as well. So just kind of looking for any of those kind of like entries into your kind of attacks or techniques, yeah? So Andrew's just gonna go like 40%, he's not trying to shut down the technique, he's just trying to give me like different kind of looks, all right? So 3, 2, 1, let's go 3 minutes each.